So, you have acquired my goods. Yes, Stluck, we've paid a lot for this junk, especially the treasure from Voga. We're expecting an even larger reimbursement. Return here in 2 days' time. You will be paid 0.5% of the profits. 0.5%? We want at least 10%. There won't even be an auction without us. You will take 0.5% or you will be punished harshly. After all, these goods are to die for. Yes, Stluck. In future, you will address me as Sir or Master. Now be gone. Preparations for the bazaar have already begun in the village. Yes, sir. Nothing else to read, nowhere to go. It's getting awfully boring being cooped up in here. Christmas. Yes, Christmas. No place better than the Alkatza Winter Bazaar. K9, I'd like to set this robot aside, please. You must disclose 200 common credits for this item. 200? But it's old. It probably doesn't even work. 200 is the required amount. Very well then, how did you even get this robot? It was purchased from an inter-system trader many years ago and stored in a warehouse in the fringes of this system until it was purchased by our suppliers. It was previously in the possession of a division of the Human United Nations organization, where it was donated by a human female on the occasion of her demise. Sarah Jane. I'll pay you later and collect the item later, alright? You must return before midnight. Yes, I will. Can I try turning it on? The item is faulty. You will be unsuccessful. Oh, I'll try. Unsuccessful. Goodbye. Thank you for purchasing. I'll take the bolt links and the Mark III starter drive. You must disclose 30 common credits. Thank you, sir. I'll collect tomorrow. And how much will that dog robot be? It has been reserved by this gentleman. What do you want with this old thing? Oh, he's an old friend. And you? It's a robot. I'm gonna scrap it for parts. That's not very nice, is it, K9? Are you trying to speak to it? Yes, he used to be very intelligent. He just needs a little touching up. Well, his engine would work well on a mining droid. Mining? Not many mining colonies around here, are there? Not many Scottish colonies either. I'm from a few systems over. My ancestors came from the Highlands of Earth originally. Ah yes, Bonnie wee Scotland. Wonderful people, Scots. I used to be one, quite recently in fact. I'm sorry? I used to travel with one. Jamie. Ever heard of the McCrimmon clan? Yes, I've heard of them in some of the old legends. They were sworn rivals of my ancestors. Well, it was nice meeting you. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. I'm the doctor. Dalen Marr. Nice to meet you, Dalen. You too. I suppose I could find another robot to scrap. So who are these supplies of yours? Why have you returned? To ask a few more questions. So who are they? Our items are supplied by one of the mayor's many cargo handling associates. Who is this mayor? Karron Stluck. He is the mayor of Alkatza. He organizes the main events of the bazaar, such as the grand auction. However, he does assist smaller vendors in finding them suppliers. I see. If this robot was property of Unit, then I don't see it being sold for less than 200 common credits. The mayor assured us that the recommended item prices would ensure profit. Yes, but how far back does that profit go? Obviously, your recommended prices advance the cost of selling here. and the recommended prices are presumably making this mare of yours a profit. But what about these suppliers? It seems to me that they've had to pay an awful lot more than they're being paid to get this robot. Or perhaps they've acquired it without payment. Are you suggesting the mayor is engaging in unethical trading practices? Just a thought. This is highly unlikely. The mayor is very kind. He is popular with the villagers here. Tell me, where do the supplies for these stalls come in? Our items were shipped to a warehouse underneath the main village levels. It is prohibited for non-authorized individuals to enter that area. Well, thank you, sir. I'll get back to my robot before midnight. Goodbye. Thank you for purchasing. Excuse me, I'd like to ask you a few questions about your mayor, Mayor Stluck. He is an excellent leader. He is very caring and helps his people whenever he can. Since he took office, he has drastically reduced the number of alien outsiders, and yet he still opens the bazaar to all systems. The bazaar brings in good profits. The village improves every year. I can tolerate one lot of alien filth in exchange for improvements. One more thing. I'm a plumber hired by Stluck to fix an issue in the western village. Could you show me the best way into the sewage systems? These aliens you keep mentioning aren't very helpful. I'd expect nothing less from their kind. There's an entrance point to the sewers down the first street to the left. It's been a pleasure, sir. You may look like another stupid earthman, but any fan of Stluck is a good in my books. Thank you for the help. If the warehouse is underneath the main village levels, then it must be on the bottom row of these pipes. The one on this side will lead out of the village, so it must be that one. Here we go. Transactional and trade history. The items have come in from independent cargo handlers, but no payments have been made to them. What's this, though? A base transaction of 300 credits, with monthly transactions of 100 credits scheduled for the next year, being paid to an outpost on the edge of the system. Those kinds of outposts are supposed to be illegal. It seems as though our mayor is getting up to no good after all. You? What on earth are you doing here? These stalls always have backup stock to sell after the first lot runs out. I thought I'd come to see what they have to offer. You're stealing from them. These places are always overpriced. What I paid 30 for I'd have got for 2 back home. I paid them a fair price for that, and their backup. What about you? I was a bit suspicious about this Mayor Stluck, who supplies the stores with products. I thought I'd come and see how he's paying these suppliers. And these lot haven't been paid, but he's paying an illegal outpost 100 credits monthly next year. Those outposts won't be the cash's final destination, you can be sure of that. They'll be passing it on to someone else. Those places usually get traffic from terrorists. And look at the symbols on these crates. Yes, interesting. The TARDIS should translate them. What? Never mind that. These can't be letters. They're pictures. Yes, I recognise them. I've seen drawings like these in the old mining tunnels on my world. If we're talking about terrorists, it could be the Merzine. They attack immigrant colonies in these systems. They're a similar species to the Alkatzans from what I hear. That makes sense. A villager told me Mayor Stluck's greatly reduced the number of alien immigrants in the village. So he's using this bazaar to fund the genocide of these aliens. Seems like it. So what can we do? We need to stop it. The Voc Robots said the auction was one of the main events and funded by Stluck directly, intervening in it to take a considerable bite out of Stluck profits. But what if we get caught? There are police patrolling the village everywhere. What if you got caught stealing from these crates? You don't seem like the type to avoid risks. Aye, let's do it then. There's got to be a better way out than that pit back there. It was a sewage basin. The village's waste collects in there and then gets dumped into the core of the planet. I think we're below the star pad. We should be able to get out that way. Next is an ancient relic, an elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Starting price 350 common credits. 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. 5,000 current credits is our highest bid. Going once, going twice. Sold. Next, another artifact from the dawn of time. Although you might not see them much these days in the dark times, the Time Lords of Gallifrey were certainly an imposing bunch. This text, supposedly a prophecy made by the Matrix itself, speaks of an Armageddon which fortunately has not come to pass. Starting at 1,000 common credits. 1,100, 1,150, 1,500. Any advances upon 1,500 common credits. Going once, going twice. Stole. Get them! What do we do now? We let them catch us. Why? I'd quite like to meet this Mayor Stluck. I've always wanted to say this. Ladies, gentlemen, I have one request. Take... Silence. We shall take you to our leader. Another time, perhaps. Mayor Stluck, sir, it has come to our attention that the grand auction has been interrupted by two humanoid criminals. One was identified by our client scanners as a high-level threat. They were apprehended by our forces but have managed to escape. They will be brought here once they have been recaptured. No. Prepare my sleigh shuttle. Is the sewage basin open? Yes, sir. Clear the disposal chute. Make sure that anything enters it will find its way to the core. Yes, sir. Santa's here! I'm afraid, boys and girls, Christmas has been cancelled this year. Someone has been very naughty. Please, citizens of Alkatza and treasured visitors to the bazaar, leave now. Find somewhere safe to hide. There are grave matters to be dealt with. So, you survived. Ah, you must be Mayor Stluck. Getting into the Christmas spirit, I see. This is no laughing matter. One of you has been identified as a high-level threat to my most prized client. So, which is it? The peasant or the patrician? That may be me. I do have a track record for these kind of things. No matter. In my eyes, you are both to blame for this crime. Robots, take him to the sewage basin. Yes, sir. The time has come, men. Time to pay for your crimes. I think your crimes are much worse, Stluck. It won't make a difference. There's only one man in charge here. Master? K9. Good dog. Affirmative, Master. I need to get him back to the TARDIS. What about the robots? Stluck must have had the main control of the robots. When it was destroyed, it would have shut down all of them. And that should have dealt with the reindeer too. So why is this TARDIS? Just you wait and see. There you go, the TARDIS. I don't think we'll fit in that wee box. Never mind this mucker robot as well. Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. What the hell? Welcome aboard. What is this place? The TARDIS. Time and relative dimension in space. It can go any place, any time. Any time? You mean it's a time machine? If that's what people are calling it these days, then yes, I suppose it is. Where to then? What? Well, I couldn't have stopped Stluck without you. I thought you might want a few more adventures. Then let's go wherever there's an adventure. That's the spirit. It could be a while before we land though, but I've got the perfect place. In the meantime, we can try and fix K9. Oh, what was that book? Who are the Time Lords of Gallifrey? The Time Lords of Ancient. They can see all of time, but they're forbidden to interfere. This is an ancient prophecy made by the Matrix. What does it say? As time passes, all will be peaceful, but darkness will never truly be eclipsed by the light. War is always imminent. Two great warrior races, one bred from hatred and the other from power, will compete for an eternity, neither ever truly any stronger. This war will never truly end, but when the moment is ready, the two races will be pushed together into one, a hybrid warrior stronger than either, destined to conquer Gallifrey and stand in its ruins. Cheery wee Christmas story then. Yes, exactly. Now enough of that. We have a robot to fix.